sign in. Google. That one. Okay, let's go to my YouTube studio. Let's go. Oh, where's my live? Okay, cool. I need to change the thumbnail on this. Why is PFunky not working? Okay. Layer. Order backwards. All right, computer. Save. Okay. So now I need to go. Is my Twitch stream working? Should be, right? Cool, it is. And then YouTube. Let's change my thumbnail. And it's not made for kids. Save. Okay. But my PC is not wanting to work as much as I would like. Done. Save. Okay. Then let's get the chat open for this. Yo, what's up, Mark? How's it going? And let's get both my chats. Yo, what's up, Unseen Moogle? What's up, Eclipse Wraith? There's no need for translations. They're all on IGN, apparently. New cards, PogChamp. Yeah, let's go. Let's pop out both chats so I can read both YouTube and Twitch chat at the same time. I have not. Slight hiccups with the stream. That's not good. That's not ideal. You know what I can probably do? Let me take a peek here. OBS is saying no drop frames on my end. Let me check with Restreamio. Everything seems fine there. It says excellent health. Try YouTube if Twitch isn't working for you. All right. We have new cards. Link to website? Yeah. It's... let's put that here. And that over here. And that got rid of the chat on my YouTube stream. Son of a gun. There we go. That's got both now. All right. This first card should be Garland. New plant support? I know, right? We're finally going to get that link monster we need. Oh, son of a... Are you kidding me? Oh, it's an ad. Okay. Yep, knew that. We knew that. Oh, this looks so good in full art. Link definitely works. Yeah. Two of my favorite cards of all time getting full arts in the same set is so bonkers. Okay, so we knew the Garland. So this should be brand new right here. Nope, never mind. Caius, we already knew. We knew the Kane. Kefka, this is new. Ruby Asami, wow, that is really nice. It's going to be a super cool full art. So Fire Mage attacks, choose a forward, deal it 4k, 2000 haste, and then doubles the damage 5. Okay, not very good. Link does not work. I literally just clicked it and it worked. Worst comes to worst, just go to IGN. This art goes so hard for a card that's not very good. Oh my god, it looks so good in full art too. Golbez, we knew about. That was Travis's spoiler. Soulcase, that was my spoiler. Oh, print new Crystal Gen backup. Stop doing this shit. Oh, hey, Zidane. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. What the... Two Category 9 forwards with different names. It's a 4 CP 5k, so this is Gawain for Cat 9. I mean, what's really good? The problem is, all the cards you want to search are names of Dane. This gets Lonnie? Like, you could go Lonnie Garnet? Would be interesting. No, I think Kageyama secretly hates Zidane because he makes everybody want to, like, punch Zidane in the face. Garnet's the first one that comes to mind here. Beatrix as well. Filters, Category 9. Apply filters. It's only forwards. I mean, Quinn is really good. Beatrix, obviously. Aiko. Like, Aiko and Garnet are the first two that come to mind for me. I just don't know if 4 colors is where you really want this. It searches itself. You could get a Zidane with it if you're in Fire Wind. Oh. It searches the waltzes. You could play this in like a Fire Lightning Waltz and get a Waltz 3 and a Vivi. That's interesting. Like, that's not bad. Those cards have not aged poorly. Beatrix, Lonnie. It gets Steiner. I think we're getting into kind of the unplayables. Also, like, if Dragoons ever was in Fire, it would get 2 copies of Freya. Huh. That is very interesting. I mean, this card is going to be good at some point. There's no way it isn't. Zorn and Thorn. Okay, so we're just on all of the 9 Amano arts are getting used here, basically. Enters the field or attacks. 1 forward gains must block until end of turn. If it's put from the field into the break zone, search for a monster of cost 2 or less and put it onto the field. I mean, this seems solid. Like, the only question I would have on it is, like, is that enough of a downside for your opponent to want to kill it? I mean, the Amano art on this goes so hard, though. Like, that is so good. This gets, like, the best thing you play from the deck is, like, a Tomos. Or, like, any of the new monsters. I mean, this card seems very strong. This will also be crazy in limited, like, pre-release. This is going to be one of the best cards in it, given how strong the monsters are. Soldier Candidate. That is a standard unit, yeah. Terra. I'll talk about this more when I do, like, a full set review. I don't know if it'll be with me or with Travis, but this card is I think maybe the best card in the set they showed beforehand. Tifa, we knew about. Moro! You know, not unplayable. The ceiling on a 1 CP backup is pretty low. You don't have to be very good to be a playable 1 CP backup. And Fire breaks a lot of their own backups. You could theoretically get this on the damage 5 trigger. That's not bad for a common. Nelapa. I don't recognize this character. Holy shit! What? Oh, opponent casts a summon. Oh my god. Okay, calm down a little bit. I thought that was when you cast a summon. Two of the following two. Oh, you get both. Wow. This is the best aggro card ever printed, right? Wow. Like, this just hoses Win. Mono Win just doesn't get to play the game if this is on field. What the hell? Like, it's going to be really bad against something like Knights, but if you're against any control... Like, Refia is on 14 to 15... 12 to 15 summons. Cucullin is, like, the most played gate card in the format right now. You just can't cast it. It's not once per turn. That is... Like, to this day, Final Fantasy has not had very many floodgate effects or cards that, like, stop your opponent from playing. This is, like, Sid Randell for summons on crack. Holy... It's Cat 6. You could play this in Cat 6 as just like a cantrip with lock on the field, too. Holy cow. That is really strong. Alright, skipped our ad. Yes, we knew we had a full second cycle of monsters. That's probably playable. Like, very close. It's just, like, it's very expensive. 2 monsters, even if... no, I'm talking myself out of it. Like, it's okay with, like, a blue worm, maybe, but I don't think this is going to really be that playable. We knew the Bahamut. We knew it was a full art. We saw the Parai. That was a community spoiler. Palom. Oh, my God, I love these full arts. They're so good. Monk. Okay, Fire Monk backup. That's relevant. That's a standard unit Palom. That is a standard unit Palom for Magissa. Magissa can now run a different Palom if they wanted to. Wow, that's actually really relevant. Name's relevant. The effect is really relevant. That's a good card. Okay, we're into the ice. Okay, so this is going to be a cycle then of backups where if it's the 5th backup you play, you get a bonus effect. So like this one, if it's your 5th backup, it's an 8k ping. This one is 3 CPs a Dane. I mean, this is probably playable in Gigawall at minimum. I think a 3 CP backup that forces your opponent to discard. If you wanted to be like an aggro Gigawall and you didn't want to run like a Scholar, this could take that slot. I don't know what deck is going to be playing this as the 5th backup, though. It's kind of funny, though. We went from, like, the fast lands, like, 2 sets ago now to these are, like, the slow lands. Weiss. Control 2 or more Svates. That is a really bad name for Svates support. They pay a crystal to search for its Svates. Not feeling that off of just that. He searches himself, so he might be decent and limited, but that is Like the other Weiss is so integral to what Ice does that even if you like tacked on the discard effect, because it doesn't care what Weiss comes in, I can't see this being 3 CP 9K discard. I'm talking myself into it more. 2 CP or 3 CP 9K discard with Brave is actually like not bad. I think the other one is going to be played more, but I could see a world where you did that, where you went the other narrow into this Weiss. Amo, we knew. Anima. Oh, this is Cat 14. Huh. I have not seen this. Oh no, I have. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Now I remember the card or where this is. This is a hero. I mean, this is the most bonkers like payoff for both players being hellbent. I just don't know how easy it is to get to accomplish that. Like, if your opponent has no cards in hand and their entire field is still frozen, that is like you win the game. Like, it sucks that you have to go to no cards in hand, but like, it's not hard to make your opponent go to no cards in hand, and you just ditch the number of cards it takes to play this card. I think this is actually like kind of terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's a non-zero chance this just is. You skip your next turn, and I punch you in the face 3 times and you die. That's really good, actually. Shiva. Um, it's very weird. They're tacking on this protection effect onto Shivas now. Like, that's the second Shiva that has this. I think this is good. It's definitely like one of the better Shivas in print, which gives it relevance. Oh, Minwoo actually with Animus or Aeon of Aeon seems really strong. This will see play. It's also really nuts in like aggro decks to like just dull free something for pretty cheap, and you can, if the board wipe is damage based, you can. This is a 2 CP counterspell for like a Cyan or Susano or any kind of like cleave like damage with a burst that like can keep you alive. This is really solid. This is actually I think one of the better summons in the set so far. Shulk. When Shulker's Fates enter your field, gain a crystal once per turn. I don't think there's enough Fates for this to be good. I don't think there's enough Fates for that to be a good card. Crystal support is going to be important in general right now for Ice, but I don't think that this is. I mean, I guess you go Shulk, Narrow, Weiss, that's 3 crystals, you can go Lilith, but that seems very expensive and slow for just putting bodies onto the field. Jegrin, we knew about. Jill, Psycom. Okay, it's a common. Ice Cecil. Legend. I didn't see the legend until now. When it enters the field, discard a card. You may take a point of damage, dull freeze 2 characters. Dark Flame, 10k to all the forwards, Cecil deals you a point of damage. Only on damage 5. A damage 5 special, I don't really love. I mean, it's just really strong, and he can feed himself, which is nice. But you also can only do this 1 time. If you do it a second time, you literally die. I'm not gonna lie, this seems exceptionally Like 3 CP forward that dull freezes 2 things is not. It's not bad, but it's not exceptional or anything. I'll have to sit on this a little bit. I don't think this is amazing though. And it's only 3 CP if you play it with no cards in hand. Like, can't you just? Yeah, no, like you could play it with Earth, but if you're playing Earth and Cecil's, just play the actually really good Cecil, right? Like we don't have to play this if we're playing Earth Cecil's. No, I'm not feeling this on first read. I'll have to reevaluate it some, but that seems exceptionally low impact for a card that you can't discount, really. We knew the Xenos. This card is so strong. Sarah, we knew Soldier Candidate. Draudos, this is new. Kingslave, in ice. Um, I think he's okay. I think this is kind of a stompy-ish aggro card. I don't think this is like game breaking, but it's not bad. I don't know if Ice Lightning Kingslave is going to become a thing, but this card could theoretically see some play. Knight. Pakos Amethyst. This is the rare from the ice. It's chosen by summoner ability. Opponent discards a card. It's fine. It's nice that it can be a 13 forward if you have a second monster. I just don't really know the... Like, you can enable this to be a forward often enough for 13 as a deck. It also has, like, anti-synergy with the Windrake this set, which is annoying, because, like, that says that they can't choose this, and this wants to be chosen. So, I think this is fine, but I don't think it's going to fix the issues that are keeping monsters from being relevant in Ice outside of Biblos. Nimbus, Hero. Brave. Forwards with Brave. Other than it cannot be chosen. Have you ever seen something that searches based on keyword before? That's a new one. Search for forward with Brave. So I guess the best thing you can do is search Warrior of Light. Hilariously. I don't know how good that is in Ice in particular. Ice forwards with Brave that you really want. I don't know. I'll have to do some checking. Rug, Jack. Yeah, making Jack untargetable sounds decent, but the ice targets for Jack are not very good. If this had and this doesn't have a burst, I think this is probably overcosted for what it is, honestly. Like if you get Amaterasu on this, if this had I think this card should have had a burst. If it had a burst, I would consider it. Oh, it's a full art. Interesting. Okay. Um, we saw the Flan already. Man, the Ice Legends this set are putrid. Lady Lilith, Azura. Kate Sith is at the end. Wow, Ice got kind of like, what's good in Ice this set? Like this is fine. Nimbus is like okay. The Kingslave is fine. It's like Xenos and Shiva and like nothing else. Ew. Wow, yeah, Ice got. I mean, like good riddance, but wow. Azura is crazy. Adele! Legend! 3 CP haste. Activate all the wind characters other than her. But she doesn't activate next turn. So she's basically Super Kane from last set, right? But she only is going to work in a mono win deck. And you probably want to pair her with like a Yuffie so you can like attack with Adele, re-get all of your stuff, and then attack with Yuffie to reactivate the Adele so she can attack next turn. But like, does she go that crazy with Balthier? Like, I feel like Balthier. Because like the problem here is, let's say we play Adele off of we have 5 backups. We pay 3. You go to combat. You attack with the Adele. You put the Adele at risk. And if your opponent has anything in your combat phase, you kind of just die into the sun. This does kind of lend credence to the idea of like Wind not wanting to be a deck that's bouncing its own stuff and instead trying to build a massive character count. Like she could be really crazy in that. I'm trying to think if there's any like Wind characters that like have tap multi effects on them that you'd want like multiple times a turn. And I can't think of any that are too crazy off the top of my head. Use Hashmal to force all forwards to Wind. I'm not playing Hashmal in my deck to reactivate my forwards with Adele. I'm just gonna play Yuffie if I want to activate my forwards, right? So Hashmal, not Hash Browns. So like the problem that I'm seeing with this is that like it's kind of the evenly matched effect. You get one chance at this. But like the moment you go to combat and then she gets disrupted, like your opponent doesn't have to respond to Adele until you enter combat. You don't know what she does at that point. And unlike even something like if she's 3 CP on entry, activate all your stuff, you could save a removal spell and kill Adele and completely hose the opponent. I think she's good, but I don't think that she is great. I think also the fact she costs 3 means that Mono Wind has no way of getting her back. So the moment you discard her, she's gone. Okay. Jorny, Vaughn, we knew that. A second Venat? Oh, wait. Whoa. Hold up. This is like one of the best 2CP backups in the game, isn't it? This is actually really good. Only on your turn. Okay, only on your turn. But she does cancel a mop. And I actually think that Mono Wind is like one of the decks that can consider the light Venat forward just to guarantee the consistency. She's a big 9K that your opponent has to deal with. And I think Wind has like some random stuff that generates crystals that just does not see play. I think there is a chance for this card. The only downside is she's not searchable. But like you can get her back with the Zera if you have to break a cancel an Amaterasu, you can get it back, replay it. That seems pretty decent. This card has potential. Silver Dragon, Samovira. Nope. 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 Another soldier candidate. I should read these. They all do the same thing. They all just want standard units in the break zone and then become big when you have that. Okay. Tyro! Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Tyro enters the field, choose a card in your break zone. If there are exactly 3 elements among the backups you control, add it to your hand. Tap, put Tyro into the break zone, choose a forward. Next damage dealt to it becomes 0 instead. So we had the wall, right? That kind of did this. No, Robert's this set. Sorry. I'm getting ahead of chat. Like there was the wall forward that like you could search a multi-element card if you had exactly 3 elements. I'm trying to think if there's a way of doing this easily. So like stuff that's scaring me about this, like I'm thinking like Earth Wind or Ice Wind, right? And Shantotto turns off Tyro. And um like Himari probably is going to turn off Tyro on accident if your opponent's on a multicolor deck. So you have to be willing to play like I did have decks I considered in the past that were like you would splash 1 ice backup, but you would need to run like exactly 3 of a searchable ice backup, 3 Tyro. You probably still run Shantotto, and then nothing but Earth backups for the other ones or Wind backups. Maybe instead of, but then you're running Tyro. You can't run this with the other Tyro, so you have to run another way to get your other colors in place. So Tilica, I guess, is your Earth backup now. So like Tilica, Nordstalin, and then you need any ice backup to turn this on. So this probably isn't in a storm deck, so you probably have to consider this for like a 4-color pile, and then the Tyro name there is the worst name it could have. I think this card is only okay. It's only okay. Dr. Mog. Search for a Moogle or card name Moogle, add it to your hand, insane. Choose a Moogle or a card name Moogle other than it, activate it. That's really playable. That's actually really playable. Like, this card's good. Yeah, no, here's the other thing. There's no once per turn. This is just like when you play it at Rota's for Google Moogle or Stiltskin, and then every turn the rest of the game you just get to like double up on one of them in Wind. This is good. Like this is it's a searcher that turns into a Birds of Paradise. Um, yeah, no, this is really good. Why are you better than Tyro? There's no timing restriction. You can do it on your opponent's turn too. Yo, what's up, PX? And thanks, I am doing well. Ninja enters the field, choose a forward. Gains cannot be blocked by cost 3 or more. All the forwards you control cannot be blocked. This card is not good. Once again, the standard unit win cards suck. Null, we knew. Hope, we knew. Mina. Metaion, okay. What a weird card. What the hell? So the lore is she's scouting if like unseen worlds. I don't think this is playable, but it's really cool. Yuffie, we knew. Dragoon, we knew. New Leo in Hero. Yeah, we need the Luso. If you control 3 or more characters that cost 2 or less, 2,000 power. Okay. So it's Edgar on a forward. It's fine. I don't think this is game breaking. Can't be chosen by summons. Like, that's like the least relevant thing to say. Like, big body that can't be chosen by summons still dies to every single forward that's ever been printed. Like, if it was a backup, I think Win could consider this, but I think as a forward, I'm not really into this at all. Dark Knight. Boy, that is one of the Earth cards of all time. That is one of the Earth cards of all time. Ignis. They did it. The Mad Lads. That's a retainer backup. With a burst. And Ignis was the least important name for retainers already. Wow. Like, the only, like, really tricky thing about this is getting the first category 15 character, but you're going to be on 3 Noctis, 2 Gladio, 2 to 3 Prompto already. So you already are going to be playing the 15 characters. You could run, like, I'm sure you could run, like, Claris is 15, right? This card seems really good. This is really good. New the Vincent. Warrior of Light in Earth. Because he never gets another hero Warrior of Light, by the way. When he enters the field, you may search for 2 job standard unit and put them into the break zone. At the beginning of the attack phase, you may pay X. When you do so, choose a standard unit, cost X, and you break some plate onto the field. Damage 3, gains 1,000 power. This is one of the weirdest cards they've ever printed. A double Foolish Burial for standard units. Beginning of the attack phase. So it's like you pay 6, put a standard unit into play, like any of the Crystal Gem standard units, and then if they don't deal with this, you get to do it again next turn. It's also just, like, pretty decent. Like, it doesn't say forward standard unit, so, like, the backups are clearly the best thing. You need, like, 1 standard unit forward you're happy playing, but I think a lot of elements can justify that as well. I think that, like, the White Mage for 1, play it in, say you don't take damage from summons or abilities anymore for the rest of the turn, could be really strong. I think this is actually pretty solid. This is a card you have to, like, you kind of have to deal with. The biggest thing is that, like, this also color fixes for you as well. You don't have to. You could play this and then send a Loporrit and then pay 3 and play the Loporrit. And now you've color fixed Earth Water without ever having water CP. This is good. That's a good card. Emet-Selch, let's go! When Emet-Selch enters the field, search for an Earth character, cost 6 or more, add it to your hand. Insane. When an Earth character of 6 or more enters your field, choose a forward opponent. So this is just the Ignis searcher, right? Searches Ignis, searches Une, searches Titan or Shadow Lord. Kieran. Oh, it's a Kieran target that searches Kieran. That's really funny. Montleonis. I mean, like I said, the obvious thing is Ignis, because then you can go 4 for this, search Ignis, play the Ignis for 1, do 8k to something, and search something. Like, that's the dream. Minfilia and Vanille as well, you're right. It's another thing that this can do. Yeah, I think this is alright. No, Ignis, Ingus, not Ignis. The Warrior of Light, 6 cost, EX, search and Earth forward. Yeah. No, this seems very strong. The only question is, I don't know how many of these you can actually play. If it had a burst, you could play 3. But without a burst, you maybe can play 1 or 2. Gladiolus, we knew about. Golem, we knew about. Gogamog! How does Earth always get the worst of the cycle? It always gets the worst. It's incredible. I mean, this card's not, like, terrible. Like, a 2CP 9K is fine. You probably will play this in Mira decks just because, like, a 2CP 9K is, like, playable enough. I guess, like, Earth can end up with, like, a bunch of monsters that just don't do anything on the field and they don't mind removing from the game. But this does not seem very strong to me. This does not seem great. I wish this card was playable. Oh my god, the fact that this Jesse is going to go into bulk folders is so sad. Shantotto, we've seen. Soldier Candidate. You know, this actually is not bad. Like, not bad at all. There's a world this sees play. No, I don't think the Warrior of Light fixes the Soldier Candidates or makes them good. I mean, it makes them better. But oh, they printed the monolith on a 2CP forward. Huh. Or 2CP monster instead. Oh, it's one-sided. Oh, this is really good. Yeah, I'll play the hell out of this. It's better than Titan. Titan's not one-sided. Yeah, multi-playable. No, this is good. This is a good card. Five CP is, but the 2C Hecaton Shear. Yeah. I'm thinking Hecaton Shear. You trade the instant speed of Hecaton Shear for leaving some resource you can turn into something else later potentially, and making it one-sided. So no, this is actually like pretty decent. Hythlodaeus. Oh, that's why Emmett Selk Search is a 6. What the dog? You can't just put that line of text on a card. What the hell? Oh my god. Do you know what's even worse? You can go Emmett Selk into Hythlodaeus going first, turn 1. You can do that. You can go first, play Emmett Selk. It's a 1-card combo. Oh no. Oh no. It's a 1-card. Oh dear lord. You need Emmett Selk and 2 Earth cards in hand. And you can do this on your second turn going first. Oh no. I don't know how many decks have an easy way of stopping that. Like, it's high roll, but like, especially in 2 deck, like, what's your opponent gonna do? And if you do that, and even worse, if you do this and you go first and you go Emmett Selk Hythlodaeus, you don't have Emmett Selk Hythlodaeus on your field anymore. You don't have any backups. If you hit 4 characters, this just says play 4 things to the field. No, you can't Amaterasu this. You can't Amaterasu this. There's no Amaterasu. For Emmett, if you Amaterasu my Emmett Selk, I am the happiest fricker alive. Oh my god. Yeah. New levy works. Or old levy, like the 3 CP levy. But like, I guess if you can cancel an action ability, it's the most punished. Like, they paid 6 for nothing. But here's where it gets even crazier. Emmett Selk can search Noct. This can play Noct or any of the Warriors of Darkness and get the bonus effect on them. And if you're in Earth Lightning, you could play Regis. Regis can replay Emmett Selk Hythlodaeus if you hit it off of this. I don't have 3 Regis. I need 3 Regis now. Like, imagine you go Emmett Selk Hythlodaeus, you crack it, you hit Regis Noct. Now you have Emmett Selk Hythlodaeus. Emmett Selk is going to search again. And he's going to pop something for 8k. Like, that's not even Magical Christmas Land at that point. Like, the only downside is you have to not play, like, Mist Dragon Kusith in your deck. And you may still play Mist Dragon, like, to be honest. Like, if you miss one of the 3 reveals, oh no. I don't know about this one. This is frick. I have 1 Regis. Yeah, no, it's play any number of cards. Opus 12 Regis. And Regis is category 15, so you can play Ingus! Oh. Alright, that would be awesome if we can look into that, yeah. Uh, Geomancer, we knew that. Brionac, we knew. Prompto, back up. Honestly, not a bad card. This is fine. It's not incredible, but this is playable. I don't think you're happy to break the monster, but you will. Like, killing a Tomos is not as good as the other one, but... I mean, like, really, this is like the kind of card we need more of. It's like something that breaks a monster as a backup mode to something else. Or like has a good like breaks a monster and has a good backup effect. It's like this is a card you could theoretically play and feel okay about it. So I like it. Good stuff. Hythlodaeus you can get off on turn 1. Or turn 2, I guess. Oh, well that's what you're supposed to do with the fighting monster. Um Yeah, this is actually pretty decent. Whale, we knew. Regis. Sure. I think this is only okay. I think this is actually no. This is gonna be good for Joey's deck. It's not gonna be great for mine. This is actually really good for Joey's deck. Yeah, the like Retainer Warrior Darkness deck will love this card, but I think for Retainer Storm this doesn't do anything. That's it for Earth. All right. Azel was dealt damage. Choose forward, do the same number. Hmm. This is very mediocre to me. This does not read very good. Yeah, I mean, but like, your opponent can also just not damage them. Like, it's annoying if your opponent's attacking with a 7K or if like you have crystals, but like Enlightening is like the right element for crystal stuff because of Lady Lilith, but I don't really think this card is very good. Alize, Insane, Estinian. Oh, that's a good card. That's a really good card. Never a Dragoon. Yeah, no, this is actually really solid. I like this. This is good. Odin, we knew about. Puppet Master. Choose a forward, dull it. She draw 5, dull all of them. Yeah, I mean, the best one of these by far is the fire one. I think the ice one is probably the second best. King, we knew about. Queen, we knew about. Graha, we knew. Kryl, we knew. Thancred. This is actually really relevant. Thancred does not have a good card right now. Thancred has no good cards. Oh my god. Okay, first off, I love the lore that he plays Oracle of Light. That's probably the intent. So the immediate thing that's that sticks out to me here is if you want to break a forward, you can just play Y'shtola. And we're not really flooding on Lightning Scion backup, so you have to probably be on the water stuff as well, where you're playing like Alfino and um, Tataru. And then he becomes a Merald that floats into Y'shtola or Oracle of Light. This seems okay. I don't think this is a world beater. I actually think the Ascendian might be better, but this is not bad. This is not bad at all. Jack, Sarah. Sarah's so cool. The classic standard unit lightning forward with haste. Yep. So a lot of these monsters do this, where it's tap stack of it itself and another monster to break something. This one seems. This thing's really good. This is really good. This is really good. Stola we knew about. Russo, yeah, a lot of Fate stuff. This card is not good. This card is not very good. Opkalu. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. No, no, no. Stop. No, this card is insane. Uh, stop. Why does water get all the busted ass monsters? This isn't necessary. Somewhere Tori is like doing a dance. Just like going insane, doing a massive dance. Uh, like, here's the thing: Mono Water could already play Lightning Mira. This is the best Lightning Mira card ever printed. Wow, wow, unnecessary. Night jump scare. I don't think this one actually makes the cut unless you just run for more forwards. But that was a hell of a jump scare. uh, Alfino, we knew. Urianger! Oh. This isn't a playable card, right? No, this is not good. This is not good. I had to think about it a little bit. No, this card is going to whiff way too often. Like, it's a backup is the best thing about it, but like, let me show you guys the math. If you have 49 other cards in your deck, you're revealing 4. Like, if your deck is 50% Scions, okay, you hit. Realistically, okay, if you're playing 3 Alize, 3 Ashtola, you could probably realistically get to 18 if you're like really pushing it. It's 85. I could see you going as low as 12, in which case it becomes like a. I think you probably have to be on 20. Yeah, you have to be on 21 Scions. $21 Scions to make this work. Which is like that's a pretty big card investment for the backup, but where's the deck builder? Filters, job, Scion, the Seventh Dawn, search. Okay, let's see. We're gonna say you're on 2 Tataru. I'm not even sure you're on. I'm gonna go with the current ratios. 3 of this, 3 of that. I'm gonna say you're in on Graha because I'm not always on Graha like a full 3 of. Maybe you're on 1 Estinian. You probably have to be on Kryl for this. Where's the Stola? 3 of Stola. Maybe you're on like 1 of the new Thancred. I always like being on 2 Alfino forwards when I was playing Scions. I guess this package with 3 Urianger will hit 90% of the time. So maybe. Like, it's really kind of risky. But it is a 90% hit rate without really going crazy. Like this is like a reasonable core you could theoretically play. And like you could also go like one of you. I don't see you playing more than 1 Kryl Tataru. I really don't think you can get away with more than 2. We're gonna put 3 Alize in as the proxy for the Urianger. That's 19. You're probably on some number of Louisoix as well. Probably on 3 Louisoix now, to be quite honest. I think that's barely playable. I think that's barely good enough. Just barely. X and Mill, we knew. Dancer! Dancer, back up! It sucks! What? I mean, it might be playable on virtue of being a named Dancer backup. If you wanted to play, if this was Wind, it might actually see play. I think because it's water, I think the Opus 15 one is probably better. I Oh, Liliset's really good, though, if you start getting Dancer backups. You just don't play any Wind Dancers. You play Water Lightning. You play 3 Liliset. You play 3 Mayakov. You play 3 of this, 3 of the other one. You can play Andrea Rodea. You can play the new forward. Ooh, we may be there. We might be cooking. We might be there. That's they're like 1 card away again. Gizmaluke, Quina. We've seen these. Witch of the Fens, Defender. We ran out of the the soldier candidates. We ran out of soldier candidates, so we had to print a TA2 character for it. This card is fine. Sure. This card's so cool. Fortunal. I think this is playable. This is decent. This is actually really decent. 2 CP AK that bounces it forward, that's really playable. Could be free if you're on the Alizé backup as well. Like Alizé Alfino is a very like you could very easily run 3 Louisoix, 3 Alizé, 3 Alfino. And this guy is a free bounce. I think this is good. This is a good card. Searchable with the Uri-Anje forward as well. That's actually really relevant too. Portia, this card's really good. Okay, I'm buying 3 boxes. If I pulled 6 of this full art, I would be happy. Look how cute this is. I adore this card. It's so good. Oracle, Rahal, new. Leviathan, we knew. Liliset! Alright, we can stop playing the really crappy Water Lightning one. And we can play this as an EX burst. That's a good card. That's a really good card. Okay. Oh no, we're not going to see the limit break next. So, Ilua. What a weird card. So for early game, it's removal. For late game, it's unblockable. I think we're past the point where this card is good. I don't think this is very good. I think 5k is a little bit too little for the ping, and I think that the unblockable being that late and not being able to do both is actually like a massive problem for this card. Chaos, we knew. Okay, limit breaks, limit breaks, limit breaks. Arden. Oh, that's a cool effect. Holy cow, that's so cool. Wow, that's a really cool card. I don't think it's very good, but it's really cool. No, that's a really cool card. You basically get to like cascade 3 Ardens from your limit break deck once you cast the first one. if they all die. They don't all have to die. Yeah. That's a cool card. I like it. I don't think this card is amazing. It's just cool. Vincent, this card is, we've seen it. It's awesome. Kuja, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to fast forward past that one. I don't want to give anybody any more flashbacks. I've already read it. All right. Come on. Kageyama-san, please. I don't ask for much. I don't ask for much. I don't ask for much. Show me a playable Wind LB. Oh, it's even LB2. It's even LB2. Like, they. Like, if you're going to pay 7 for this, it can be LB1. It even dies if it gets Amaterasu'd. It gets worse the more you read it. Yeah, there's Boonavels. There's like a couple, like a very small handful of 10 cost forwards. How is Wind going to have to be splashing water for another set to play Leo? They really are going to make Wind splash water for another set. Like, this will be in the Limit Break deck because it kills Corilla, I guess. Sid's good. Sid is actually playable. But, like, Sid also has a really decent chance of whiffing. This thing could have had 15,000 power and it still would have sucked. 10,000, like, would have been an apology for the fact that this dies to Amaterasu. No, the art's great. I don't have any issues with that. I just... Oh, hey, I actually love this art of Ico. Okay. Okay, we're so back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Earth LB. Earth LB. A mono Ico. 6 cost. Let's fucking go! We're so back! We're so back! Let's go! Oh my god, this card is so good. Holy cow. It even checks for summons removed from game, so you can't even like Mist Dragon to turn her off. Yeah. Dies to Amont, that's fine. I'll cast another one. This card is so good. Wow, no, this is really good. I did not expect summon support for the Earth Legend. That's a really cool card. I was expecting, like, the cool thing about this is, and I was talking with a friend, earlier about this, is that, like, Mono Earth didn't need a legend. They were just poaching Tidus anyway. So because Mono Earth is poaching Tidus, they got to do something interesting with this. This is really cool. I think like a fat Chocobo Garnet is probably like one of the best things to run in the deck. Well, the other thing that's a little scary is you don't necessarily know what summons are left in your deck when this resolves. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna say it: Chaos Arc, say the Lion Ghoul, but you do have to get 9 summons into the break zone. So if you ran a Garnet, you're less likely to see it. So you need to run multiples of the summons. The summon needs to be unironically playable. What are some real? I mean, honestly, this for Lev 6 is really crazy, isn't it? Just like a cast Lev 6 from deck on an 8k body. Like, isn't that like good enough? Remora. Summon. Let's just go to the cards here and search. Yeah, let's go. Filters. Show me all of the summons, please. I would like to see the summons. I'm looking for 2-for-1s. Cards that do 2 things. Golem's not going to fit this deck, but I think this card's actually pretty unironically playable. Eden. Eden could be really good. Yeah, Lev 6 obviously is a really big one. Cast it without paying its cost. This Leviathan honestly could be really solid potentially. Fat Chocobo gives you a pretty solid board wipe that you can discard to CP. Obviously, Arc is going to come into the conversation with this card. Yeah, Lev 6. Remora, honestly, probably is worth talking about. Fenrir is actually a really solid one as well. You could run a copy of it. Yeah, someone's mentioning Old Arc in the other chat. If Ifrit another one, I think this card is kind of slept on. This would allow you to draw a card as well. Mind Flayer could be really solid as well, just being able to tutor up Mind Flayer at a late point in the game. Looking for big number. Bahamut Zero could be a really solid Garnet as well, just like close the game out. So for anybody that doesn't know, a Garnet is a Yu-Gi-Oh term for a card that is live in your deck and dead in your hand. Even like Hecaton to break a backup is not too bad. Yeah, Arc. If you are bold, this is not a bad one of Garnet to run in your hand in the deck for it. That would turn her into draw 1 plus do 8k to potentially, like, if this sweeps a board, it could be really strong. I don't know if I like that as much, but that is like an option. No, I'm on Ico right now. Diabolos is actually not bad either. Diabolos makes the card almost free. Yeah, Diabolos is really solid. Phoenix obviously is another one that always comes up if you're talking about like big flashy summons that you could, if you wanted to cheat and play them. Zeromus the Condemner honestly is another one that like could be decent. Raiden, Raiden's not bad. That's another funny meme. If you wanted to go for game, Ultima the High Seraph and Zodiac Keeper Precepts are not bad either. Ultima allows you to like remove, like if you kill the turn you cast Ultima, you don't care if you don't have any cards left in your deck. So like this could be a way to close the game out potentially. You would need a way to get this out of your hand if you draw it too soon though, or to shuffle it back, which the Loporit's really good for. No. Garnet is a Yu-Gi-Oh term for a card that you do not want to draw, because for Ico in particular, you can't remove a card from your hand from the game. It has to still be in your deck when you cast Ico. So because it has to be in your deck when you cast her, you want to have a card that's in your deck, not one in your hand. The moment you draw something like Arc, you can't use it with Ico anymore. Noctis we knew about. We knew about Edge. Nyx. So a lightning character, a cat 15 character you control, has been put in the break zone. Cost required to cast Nyx is reduced by 1. By 4. Are you ready for the dumbest sentence anybody is going to say about this entire set? This is a better card in Earth, Wind, Storm than Death Gaze is. This is a free forward in Earth, Wind, Storm if you can get one of your retainers to die. They did me dirty with Death Gaze. Beatrix, we knew Lunafreya. Luso, oh god. That's a name, Luso. We knew it was a light hero. So I haven't read it yet, but I already know that like this enables Medine to exist potentially. What the fuck? Wait. Whoa. All right. Okay. I'm sorry. Square, I was not familiar with your game this time. I was not familiar with your game. This is the Wind Hero Limit Break. This is the Wind Hero. This is the Wind Hero Limit Break. Okay. So now Wind gets to play Medine, which is a card they've wanted to play the entire time anyway. Viera is nuts. Anybody that has not said doesn't say Viera is nuts has not played Viera. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Oh, is there another card? Oh, we got full art! Okay, Fire Crystal and full art Venant. Okay. Sorry, I spit on my computer monitor a little bit apparently. Yeah, clean. Cool. Oh, yeah, no, this card is Okay, now I've got to look real quick at standard unit backups. Vieira is obviously the choice for wind. Oh my god, it gets the freaking free backups. It gets the free ones. Whoa. Okay. Um. Yeah. But water isn't playing this card. Water is not getting this card. Let's clear one thing up right now. Water is not playing this because Water is going to spam the shit out of Lunafreya, Leo, and Tidus. Water doesn't need this shit. Um. Oh my god, it gets the fast lands. Oh wow, it gets the fast lands. Oh no. I call the monks, samurai, scholar, red mage, like these are I call them fast lands. Yeah, Keycurrent, but I don't care about much about Keycurrent. Oh, I was thinking Nyx is a free forward, not that you can crack Iris and play it for free. But that's really funny. That gets the draw off a wall for one as well. That's a draw off a wall for one. Okay, so what are the best backups in every album? Water, spoiled for choice. Wind, it's Vieira. Um, Vieira is also enables you to run like just one Carpenter. Like that's the other thing this enables potentially is you can just run one copy of Carpenter in your mono wind deck and then search for it when you have your backups to play it for free. Okay. Earth, Monk, Keycurn, Summoner are really good. Miner, obviously. Also guarantees a crystal. Animist is a card that I have played in Earth Windstorm before as well. All of these are good cards. These are all really good. Um, no, you need no. That's the thing, Russ. This does the thing that Wind has needed the entire time, which is it gives you something to do before you have 8 million characters on the field. My opponent now can go Corilla, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I can play Luso Medine, and I've traded relatively evenly. And let's not forget, Medine costs one. And it's the element that's playing freaking Lulu. Like, this is the best wind card that's ever been printed. Yeah, Lulu back the Medine. Remove two things. Like, okay, so for lightning, real quick, let's see. Red Mage, Weaver is obviously really good. Um, I still kind of like Uke. That's really annoying. That's like the one of the better targets. Lightning really does not have great standard unit backups. Ninja could be relevant. Oh my god, it gets Nap. That's actually really big as well for Mono Lightning. Or you just don't run Shinryu anymore. You don't need Shinryu. Like, why run Shinryu now? If something doesn't die to damage from Luso, you Medine it away. Um. Okay, yeah, Nath is like the best target in Lightning. For like a mono Lightning deck, you can search Nath and then try to mill one of the Cat 8 guys that play themselves for free. Next, Fire. Samurai, obviously. Yeah, Culinarian. Goldsmith's honestly not terrible. Oh, actually, Red Mage is pretty funny too. This card's not bad. I've seen this Monksy Sun play before. It's like not terrible. Yeah, Samurais obviously are nice. The Geomancer saw Sun play back in the day. And more Samurais. Oh my god, it gets the Cascaders. I didn't even realize that. So, like, I think there's a non-zero chance that Mono Fire plays this card to get Porum. And now you only need to run one copy of this to be able to search out your Porum. That's a huge deal. Yeah. No, I think Mono Fire actually plays Pal and Porum next set. This now guarantees that when you draw the Palom, you also have the Porum in hand. Wow. What a banger. Holy crap. Yeah, a lot of Wind is already playing Citra. And Citra pairs extremely well with Medine, too. Extremely well. So yeah, Wind just has to play one copy of Viera now in the deck, so it has a good backup to search off of Luso. Okay. Uh, let me. I have a bunch of Discord messages real quick. Holy shit, I've got 30 Discord messages. Ico's also potentially really good in Earthwind as well. Earthwind Storm really likes the card. Okay. See if there's any other like big things. Okay, I got 2 pings in DFW Discord. Yeah, Ice really got a pretty bad look. This Okay, Lisa's posting all the pictures for everybody. Lisa's still posting all the pictures for everybody. Yeah. No, the fact that Wish of the Fens now gets to draw off of a monster that draws a card and then sacks it to do to lose. Not only do 7k damage, 7k power reduction. Oh man. Yeah, no, I think that like you almost have to at this point. I, like monsters could legitimately go down to playing like 8 forwards this set, I think. I don't have Sidiclan Gully backups. I think. I need to get those. I don't have Sidiclan Gullies. The FFTA2 searcher, I think it's actually relevant now. Unless it was in one of the anniversary boxes, and I don't remember it being in one. It might have been in the first anniversary box. I'll have to double check. Different names. Oh, it can't search Zidane. Okay. This card is still really good. I like that we're finally using the Amano art for FF9 too. Yeah. We already brought up like this is the best Waltz card that's been printed since Opus 16. You're searching Waltz 3 and Vivi. It can't search good knights. It can only search Beatrix and Steiner. Beatrix is good, but like you don't want to get the Steiners out of your deck. You need them to be hits. Yeah. No, this is like your straight black mage support. Zorn and Thorn, I think I remember being fine. This card is going to kill somebody. Yeah, you just target a backup. You target your own backup. You play a backup turn 1. Turn 2, you play Luso. You target the backup that you play Luso with. Are they going to break your backup at instant speed on your turn? Probably not. Just play a 2 CP backup. Can you imagine doing this to a Mono Wind player, by the way? Like Mono Wind casts what, 4 summons in a turn? It was an Anniversary 22. Okay, so I should have a copy then. Good. So that was really good. This is actually like the only one of these backups I think is going to see play. This just replaces Palom in Magissa now. How what? I don't. None of this Fate stuff stuck out at me. I don't know what deck plays this card, but it scares the crap out of me. Something's gonna play this card and break it, probably. Because, like, really, all you have to do for this card to be good is get your opponent to 0 cards in hand. Because you can pitch up to 3 cards to modulate your own hand size to go to no cards in hand. I think this card could just say you win the game in ice. In a way that we've just never seen before. So Ice got 1 good card. They got 2. She was actually pretty solid as well. I don't get this Cecil at all. I'm trying to like the thing with the Cecil I'm trying to figure out is why they think this is a legend. Like this could be a 3CP 9K that does the damage still for his 2 characters. I don't think it would be broken. Forcing the discard on top of that is no, a mono art does not equal legend. A mono art equals hero or higher. This would be a fine hero. Like the Ice Legends this set are just putrid. Damage 5 for the S is even funnier because you can only do it 1 time and then you fucking die. Yeah. No, Shiva's crazy. Shiva's really good. Yeah, Xenos is really good as well. Yeah, so like Xenos and Anima are the actual Ice Legends of the set. Can we play this in Earthwind Storm? Can you do that in Earthwind? Is a free-ish forward worth playing in Earthwind? That only is free if you have Tyro or Shantoto and Iris on the field? I don't think so. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Joey. Is if this is like a free 8K is actually good enough for Earthwind. I don't think it is. Oh, there's a lot of ice value. Playing Lock is so good. I can't believe this card doesn't have a burst, by the way. This card feels like it should have a burst. No one is going to play a 5CP 8K without a burst that's a forward that searches another forward. If this had a burst, it would maybe be okay. Yeah, ice? What? I don't get the ice stuff. Yeah, you have to have the damage mitigation effects for Cecil. I will tell you straight up, you will not be doing damage mitigation stuff so you can special more than once. I mean, so Adele reads decent. The biggest issues that I'm reading with Adele, there's 2 of them. The first one is that she costs 3 and not 2, so Mono In can't pick her back up. Like the moment you discard her, she's gone. And She's really interruptible. Like, you can't count on her activating your characters because you play her, then you go to combat, and your opponent has the entire window from when you played her to when you declare an attack with her to kill her. Which, like, I don't think Wind needs its combat phase to be good. I think Wind would sacrifice its combat phase to activate its backups, potentially. So then it makes me think that, like, this is a card that, like, for a deck that almost doesn't exist anymore, right? Because, like, they seem to be trying to push this idea that, like, Wind actually is just going to play 30 characters on the field. And for that type of deck, activating everything is actually really powerful. And you could also go, like, Adele plus Yuffie, and Yuffie reactivates the Adele. And then you do it again next turn. So she, like, does something the first turn, and she still can do stuff the next turn. Like, there's a lot of, like, interesting things that this card does. I don't think it fixes the current issues that ail Wind, though. Or at least the current best version of Wind. So if this card really is good, it's going to probably be because it sees a different type of Wind do well. I guess it's, like, kind of nice with Journey. Like, if you have Journey on the field, you can make her unable to take damage by ability. So, like, she becomes an 8K. So it's safe for her to swing, right? Vaughn, Venat, Win-Win. Venat's really good. And this thing is cracked, by the way. This thing is, like, secretly a hero in power level. Yeah, I'm thinking more on Medion. Like, the dream scenario for this card is you have 4 backups, including Medion. You Shan Toto. There's no forwards on the field. You crack Medion, draw a card, activate all the other 4 backups, and then you combo off. I don't think that that's good enough to see play. I don't think Leo's good enough either. That duo is... I can't believe they printed Hythlodaeus. What are they thinking with Hythlodaeus? Yeah, there'll be more clouds printed, don't worry. He'll be back next set. I think Hythlodaeus in itself might just be good enough for any deck that's... So the only thing that I need to test with Hythlodaeus is, do you want to get away with not playing any summons? Because if you can go Emet-Selch Hythlodaeus, go next turn, attack Hythlodaeus, crack both Hythlodaeus and... Actually, attack Emet-Selch, attack Hythlodaeus, If you hit 4, you're off to the races. But then if your opponent has any interruption that kills Hythlodaeus, or freezes him, honestly, you can dull freeze him. I think that package is still good, especially in a deck best of two or a 2-deck format. Yeah, they can hit Noct, Tyro. The one that I thought was also really funny is Regis. If you hit Regis, you just get back the Emet-Selch Hythlodaeus. Narasimha. I think it's a lot worse if you're going second. If you're going first, I think it's a lot harder to answer. Yeah, no, Regis is really good in Warriors of Darkness as well. Yeah, I think that it's a card that probably elevates Warriors of Darkness weirdly. You can still do the high cost support in that deck too. Oh man. And you probably still run like a one copy of the Minfilia backup, so you can get a backup off of the Emet-Selch. I mean, Ignis is really good. That starts being played in at least Retainer Storm. That goes in over the old. I think so. What's this one again? Oh right, 4 or less. Yeah, its Fate's got like the rebel treatment. Like its that archetype just does not have anything worth playing. I don't think. It's like a limited archetype. I don't think that that's actually any good. I don't think Knights plays her. They would play Jagrin before they played her, and I don't think they're even going to start playing Jagrin. I don't think this card is very good, but man, is it cool. I'm trying to think like if there's anything fun we can do with this that like a 10k Brave does for us. I guess it's like okay as an anti-aggro tool if your opponent's on like an aggro deck that's like has to punch over stuff. Like old 13 would have had issues with this card. They would have to find exactly Bahamut to deal with it. That could matter. Yeah. I mean, they still have to get over a 10k Brave. Knights doesn't care about this at all, which is a problem for it. I think probably most of the time you're going to be on like Vincent's and Zach's instead. Um, Wall only triggers if you cast a 6 cost. It's kind of neat with no Sophie requires a cast too, doesn't she? Yeah, you have to cast it. It's like decent with like Emet-Selch as well. Like if this dies on their turn, Emmett Sucks forces a fight. I don't really think that's good enough though. I think my favorite thing about this card is that it costs 7. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, Noctis is cool. Honestly, Nyx is pretty damn cool too. I mean, it's just a big beat stick, but let's be real. Like Lightning kind of needed an LB1 they could play. This is like a 1 CP 9K. Like tap a backup, manifest a 9K out of nowhere is actually pretty decent. So, like, this is actually like the more I'm reading this, the better this card actually gets. Yeah, I'm not even talking free with Iris on the field. I'm saying like because like Mono Lightning right now literally can't fill a Limit Break deck. You play 2 Lightnings, 2 Clouds, 3 Leelas, and you still have a free slot. This is just like a 9K for nothing in what Lightning already is doing. Granted, now they're going to play Edge, but like you're just going to start chipping into the Leelas. Free slots for Yuri. God. I like how Win now has 3 LBs. One of them is a late game payload that is the worst of the 3 late game payloads we have from last set. And now we get whatever the hell Death Gaze is supposed to be. It'll go in Limit Break decks, I'm sure. You might as well, but god damn. I guess now you can also. Sid's good. Sid's a good card. I'm actually really happy that Sid is print. I think a lot more LB should be like Sid. Um, yeah, Sid is actually like a really cool card. Okay. Um. All right, that was a lot of fun. We got to laugh at. Oh man. Unironically, I should clip the freaking Death Gaze reaction and just put it in like as a YouTube short or something. Death Gaze kills Tidus after they kill you with Tidus. Oh man. I mean, Death Gaze will be in Limit Break decks. He's gonna exist, but I'm gonna be honest. Even if they kill Wall with Death Gaze, you're happy for it. Cecil's in light, earth, water, fire, wind. He's in 5 colors. Oh man. You're gonna see so many flipped up Death Gazes. I think the best thing about Death Gaze is half the time when someone LBs a Death Gaze, you're gonna like laugh and go like, "Yeah, dog, sure." Absolutely. Death Gaze LB sleeves. Don't put Tin. You know Lisa will do that. Lisa will absolutely do that. Lisa's gonna order Death Gaze sleeves for all of us now. Oh my god. You only need 8. You guys can buy 1 box and split it among the entire locals too. Because you only need 8 sleeves for it. Oh no. Oh no. Firing up Photoshop. Oh, please, no, we're not putting Greg on. No. No. Oh, man. I'll play it again. Oh. I don't think Craig needs that kind of hate. Oh. Death Case me twice. On the bright side, Joey, I don't think you're ever going to see a second Death Gaze. There's no one putting 2 of that nerd in their limit break deck. Hey, whoa. Here's what you can do. You can Death Gaze, and then you can Yuri to make sure you're using all of your LB sleeves. Or all your LBs. It works out. LB2. LB2. You LB the Death Gaze, you LB the Yuri. Oh no. Death Gaze is the power. Uh, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna win Worlds, and as my winning play, I'm gonna play Death Gaze. I'm gonna have won the game already. I'm gonna tell my opponent you can't scoop, you can't scoop, you can't scoop, you can't scoop, and then I'm gonna cast Death Gaze to win. Oh my god, the break is mandatory. You can't even not do it if you have a 5 cost on your side of the field. He's even worse. It's mandatory. And you can choose your own Yuffie. Oh my god. Uh, oh no. This is the worst card of all time. This is a hero. Wow. All right. I'm going to call it there, everybody. Uh, well, thanks for watching. That was very stupid. Yeah, I'll have a full set review like once I can actually gather some more thoughts on the cards at some point in the future. We'll talk it over. I don't know if it'll be with Travis or someone else. Also, I just realized my mic's been peaking this whole time. I'm sorry, everybody. I should have checked that. Is that the right mic? Properties, yeah, toner. Okay, it is the right mic. Ice Player's got two decent cards, actually. The more I think about it, Joey, I think that Anima is going to win a lot of games. I think Anima is going to win a lot of games. Because I think it's so much easier to modulate your own hand in that situation. Yeah, no, I think Anima is legitimately like a legend level card. So like basically, if you go Hellbent against Ice to try to avoid the discard now, they drop this and you die. So like into the sun. Like that's you when you get hit by the death gaze or by the Anima. It's also you when you get hit by the death gaze. So, okay, yeah. No, I had some massive copium for the Wind Hero being a good card. Wind that has 1.5 limit breaks. Ugh. Alrighty. Laters.